Hi, oh my goodness, so we're making more candy for Pesach. I love candy and I love the fact that most candy has no chametz in it and thus amazing for Pesach. And I was just Pesach shopping, not that there's really anything in the stores yet, but candy's really expensive. Make your own, super cheap, super fun. All right, so what we have here is we're making English toffee. There is no way to make this parve. I'm so sorry. You need to use butter. There's just no other way. And what I have boiling in my pot is butter, sugar, golden syrup, and water. And what we're going for is the hard crack phase, which is just over 300 degrees Fahrenheit, 152 Celsius, and we're slowly approaching. You got to keep a hawk eye on this, otherwise it goes all over the place. For my British friends who don't know what an English toffee is, I know, ironic, it's called English toffee, but you don't have it here. They have something called dime bars. You can buy them in like IKEA. It's a very hard caramel coated in chocolate and maybe almonds if you want, and it's delicious, but they don't sell English toffee in England. Who knew? All right, so we're almost there. Check it out, and we're gonna use the candy thermometer just to stir a bit. We're nearly there, and yep, we're there. All right, it keeps on cooking for a number of minutes after you've turned off the heat. I'm gonna add 2 teaspoons of vanilla, stand well back. And then I'm going to pour this all together onto a jelly roll pan, which I lined with aluminum foil. Check that out. I know, you know what they have here in England, which is also delicious, which is also amazing, is honeycomb, which we don't have in England, in America. In England, they do honeycomb. It's another awesome candy. But here we go, English toffee. My mixture of butter and sugar and golden syrup is going straight into an oiled cookie sheet. And as soon as it starts setting, which is gonna take a little bit of time, you can see it's still molten, oh my goodness. We're going to put chocolate directly on it and the chocolate is going to melt. But let's give this guy a few minutes to set. All right, my English toffee is a little bit set. All of those little flecks are flecks of a half a teaspoon salt, which I sprinkled on top. And here is your choice. You could just leave it at this point and wait for it to get nice and hard and break it and just serve it that way. But I actually want to make it chocolatey. So I'm putting a fork in it so it's like solid enough that my chocolate, which I chopped up, won't fall like to the bottom, but hot enough that the chocolate will melt into it a little bit. So I want a chocolate English toffee. So I have my chocolate bar, which I chopped up, and that's going directly on top. Oh my goodness. So exciting, because I am going for a chocolatey English toffee. You can absolutely skip this step and just go for an ordinary English toffee with no chocolate, but like I'm in it like 100%. This is chocolatey, salty, caramelly goodness. And you can see my chocolate is just sinking in. If you wanted it to be like a layer on top and for it not to sink in, you would melt your chocolate and wait for the caramel to get hard and then put it on top. But I really want it to be like one of the same like thing going on here. Oh my gosh, check that out. How exciting is that? All right, chocolate and caramel, total marriage made in heaven here. So awesome. So we could have stopped at the English toffee. We could have then stopped at, the chocolate coating, but, we haven't reached Dayenu point yet. So I am topping it with roasted or toasted almonds, which I chopped up. And that's my next layer. After this, I really am stopping, but oh my goodness, it's so, so delicious. And guess what? Kosher Pesach. Yes, not pareve. I apologize for that, but gluten-free, yay. So that is my almond topping. You can pair it right back, like right back, or like think of more ideas to go on top of this guy. But how awesome does that look? And I have my palette knife, which I'm just gonna gently press down to make sure that the almonds adhere to the rapidly cooling chocolate and caramel. So I want everyone to kind of be as one. Yay! All right, check that out. English toffee for Pesach, made at home at a fraction of the price that you would pay for something which you bought from one of those awesome Pesach brands, which by the way, I love, I really do. But check this out, homemade, awesome English toffee. You can do this. All right, see you soon.